South Carolina. We're at the King Street Palace, and we are getting set for more boxing action. And take a look at an unbeaten Soviet. This is his opponent, Mike English, who will be taking on Sergei Stepanov, who is from the Soviet Union and has looked very, very good thus far in his career, Gil.
He certainly has. Jimmy Glenn, as a trainer and manager, has been really doing a good job of guiding this kid in his career.
We are set for the introductions to the next bout. Let's go back to ring announcer Mark Morgan.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout set for 6 rounds, junior welterweights. Your referee is Marvin Washington. Your judges, Ray Heatley, Harold Shokes, and Jeff Esslinger. In the blue corner from Columbia, South Carolina, wearing the black trunks with a gold trim, with a professional record of 7 wins, 10 losses, and 1 draw, 4 KOs. He weighed in at 145 from Columbia, South Carolina, Mike English. His opponent in the red corner from St. James, New York, undefeated at 4-0 with 3 knockouts. He weighed in at 140 pounds in the red trunks, Sergei Stepanov.
Sergei Stepanov. This will be his 5th professional bout and his 4th in the United States. His first was in the Soviet Union, went 7 rounds against Alex Buskanov. And then his first bout in the U.S. was in New York, March 22nd. Stopped Luis Castillo in the 2nd round. May 10th in Lewiston, Maine, he stopped Jamie Rodriguez in 1 round. And June 15th in Charleston, he stopped George Brunson in 1 round. So he hasn't had much work in his fights.
It's a good, solid fighter, though, Sam. He's not a cute southpaw. He's an aggressive southpaw. Fights by the book, goes straight left hands, keeps the pressure on.
Mike English, your proverbial journeyman fighter, really more of a sparring partner. With a record of 7-10-1, you know that he's not going anywhere in his professional career, except to be an opponent.
Stepanov puts you to sleep, you know. He throws a couple of tentative straight left hands, and all of a sudden, bang, and he really puts something into it.
And English looking very hesitant and not sure of what to do against Stepanov, who's stalking him and throwing that long left hand. And English with a wide right. Nice moves by Stepanov, trying to dig into the body and just banging away.
As we mentioned, Sam, he'll play pretty bad for a while, and all of a sudden he loads up.
English is not going to hurt anybody with his punching power.
And again, Stepanov is just using that right jab as a range finder. He's not even trying to hit English with the right jab. His big power punch is that straight left hand. As you can see, he's not hitting English at all with that right, with that right jab. He's just putting it out there, giving English something else to look at.
English continues to move pretty well to stay away from Stepanov's power. Still to come is our main event, the #1 junior featherweight contender, Tracy Patterson, taking on Fernando Ramos. This one scheduled for 10. This one is scheduled for 6.
You know, Sam, it's so tough to nail a fighter when he's not trying to fight back. He's not trying to do anything but survive.
I was afraid of the computer, but with Quicken, it's easy to use.
I never worry about money now that I use Quicken.
Yes, Quicken, the world's #1 selling financial software and the fastest, easiest way to organize your home and small business finances. Quicken pays bills, balances checkbooks, cuts tax time, tracks investments. And it's simple. If you can use a checkbook, you can use Quicken because your screen looks exactly like your checkbook. Just type in the payee, the amount, and Quicken does the rest. Every transaction is automatically categorized. A keystroke gives you detailed reports like income and expenses, showing where your money goes, monthly budgets, and more.
Quicken just reconciled my whole bank statement in 2 minutes.
So if you have an IBM or compatible PC with DOS or Windows or a Mac, here's an incredible offer. Quicken's price is $69.95, but call this number and Quicken is yours to try for 30 days for just $8. If not satisfied, mail back this card and Quicken is yours to keep. We won't charge you the balance. Call now.
Call 1-800-634-4335.
Back at King Street Palace in Charleston, South Carolina. A little slow getting down the steps. Mike English's corner. Mike English in the black trunks. Sergei Stepanov in the red. This is round 2 scheduled for 6. And this is one of those fights, Gil, when it just seems like it'll be a matter of time before Stepanov finds the range with his punches.
And you know, but Sam, Stepanov is strictly a one-handed fighter. It's always all the left hand. He paws with the right hand and he shows the team, but he really doesn't do anything with it at all. And again, English is not offering any offense whatsoever, and therefore it's very difficult for Stepanov to counter anything. The fans are starting to see exactly the kind of effort that English is putting forth, starting to get a little impatient.
Stepanov was one of a group of Soviet fighters that came over to the United States seeking to progress in their professional boxing careers, and he's one of the better ones.
Yes, he is.
Oh, the heads bang together. English goes down. It's not a knockdown. It's being counted as a knockdown. And there's a big cut over the right eye of Mike English. And that was from the headbutt. And the doctor, I believe, is going to get called up here. Let's see. The referee is letting it continue.
That happens often when you fight a southpaw because you're in the exact opposite position of where you should be. You try to reach for him and your head goes in there.
Really banged hard. English winced in pain. Now he bangs with the right hand and went down.
Well, Sam
was given the mandatory 8 count.
If they stop this fight in this round, this will be a technical draw, no matter who's ahead. But then after this round, they go to the scorecard. And that's Bones Adams has that one technical draw on his record because of this South Carolina fight rule.
Be interesting to see what happens when the doctor checks out that cut. It is right over the right eye to the inside. Stepanov missing. English is complaining to the referee about something. And again, the heads bang together. Awkward moves in the ring, and that's the end of round 2. And now English goes back into his corner to get checked out. And now the doctor is making his way toward the ring to take a look at Mike English.
Can you see? No, Doc, it's blurry. Ref! Hey! Ref! Ref! He brought me. Ref! What did you do it on this? Come here!
There it is again.
Hey, you can see the position of the heads.
Oh, man.
There it was.
He brought me,
And this fight is stopped. This is going to be a technical draw. English is complaining to the doctor that he can't see. The doctor called the referee, Marvin Washington, over to tell him to stop the fight, and this fight has been stopped. Now, this should be a technical draw, and you can see that is a deep cut over the right eye. Wow.
But Sam, you know, it's, of course we don't like to see fighters get injured, and it is a very, very bad cut. But this South Carolina butt rule, it's the second now. Here's Stepanov, he's undefeated. Now he's got a technical draw on his record.
Well, in my mind, I don't think a technical draw is a significant blemish, Gil. I may be wrong, but
it's still a blemish. You get a guy with 17 wins, 18 wins. That's technical draw is still there, and people forget why they start saying, well, he had one draw in his career.
Well, fortunately for Stepanov, he's not the one that got injured.
That's correct.
Okay, they're saying technical draw now.
And now things are being discussed by the officials at ringside. Mike English is looking over. You can see the nasty cut. And it was opened up by the heads banging together. And here, take another look at what happened in the exchange, and there come the heads. And it's basically an accidental butt. No intent there. English went down.
Technical draw.
And we are waiting for the decision of the
well, it was the way it was explained to us. If there's an unintentional butt and the fight doesn't go into the third round, it's a technical draw.
You're right, Gil. Let's get the announcement. As the fighters are called into the center of the ring, let's go to ring announcer Mark Morgan. And there's still some confusion at ringside, as Jimmy Glenn has questioned Harry Hitopoulos, the head official here at ringside. Once again, there's some discussion going on amongst the judges and the officials at ringside. And now we should get the official announcement. Here it is.
The doctor stops the fight at the end of 2 rounds due to an unintentional butt. Because it was stopped within 2 rounds, the fight is declared a technical draw.
And that, according to South Carolina rules, it's unfortunate as far as Sergei Stepanov is concerned, but there's no question that it was a serious cut.
They heard the rules this morning at the weigh-in. It was explained to them clearly. It is unfortunate. I thought Stepanov won both rounds. But I also remember the Bones Adams fight where he really destroyed the guy in 2 rounds. He wound up with a technical draw.
Yep. That's it. It's a technical draw. Coming up next, our main event, as Tracy Patterson, top contender in the